Rent control is great for everybody.
Right now, your rent can be doubled, tripled, or it can even just go up $100, $200. Rent control prevents how much your rent can be raised every year to a small percentage, usually based on inflation. It's a way to prevent developers from, for example, buying an older building with a lot of residents who live there a long time, kicking everybody out because they can't afford the rent, and then flipping the building and having very nice luxury apartments that are twice as much as the original units. And that's how neighborhoods get gentrified.
There's this idea that, yeah, if we re-gentrify it, we will bring in commerce and money and we'll make it a better place to live and safer. And what I'd seen, there's some political tactics to it, almost to the point of making it a police state to clean up the crime that was in that area. Re-gentrification in one sense sounds great, in the other sense it displaces so many people that have lived there for decades and most of their life. The reason was because the rents became unaffordable. There was a building over right on Marine Drive. Well, all of a sudden one day I just saw the building just become empty and there was nothing left there. And then the next thing I saw is that the windows were all taken out, and the developers unfortunately had got to that building and forced everybody out with a 30-day eviction notice. They were displaced out of that building. The building became brand new, beautiful, but at what cost? At the cost of people having to lose their own homes.
Late 60s, early 70s, and we moved into the projects. They basically set out to eliminate public housing, and that's kind of what they've done. When we moved there in the 70s, it was owned by Chicago Housing Authority, CHA. They had janitors, there was well-manicured gardens and things around there, so it was okay. But it was short-lived because CHA sold it to HUD. And what HUD did was fired all the people that worked there, and there was 7 apartments per floor, 19 floors, and 1 maintenance man per building.
It destroys neighborhoods that have been there for a long time, and what that really means is it's destroying people's home, especially in a city like Chicago, where neighborhoods are such a big aspect of the community. It can be devastating to people, especially when, as you know, more and more neighborhoods become trendy, become the place to be, become a hot place to develop. Where's left? Like, nowhere.
See, that's the thing about this idea of the market being the market. The market is controlled by human beings. The market is not this invisible hand that kind of moves things around, and they'll build these gigantic luxury condominiums or luxury high-rises, and no one will be living in them.
If one person would pay $800, another person would pay $800. So if another person pays $800, then maybe they'll pay $850 or $900. I think we're screwed either way. And for poor people, I can't afford it, and I'm sure many of us cannot afford it. So what am I supposed to do? Move out and be shipped where? So we'll pretty much be risking our lives to move.
The community needs to get together and, if nothing else, work with these outside developers and explain to them how it works here. I just don't think it's fair for anyone else to come here who doesn't know about the neighborhood, try to dictate how the neighborhood should be developed. It should pretty much be up to the people that are already living here.